and make some money. Is being recorded. Oh, cool. It's being recorded. Awesome. But yeah, if you're excited to make some money, let me see some ones in the chat. Excited to hit some ranks, excited to go ahead and, hit everything you want to do. Let's see it. I love to see it. I love to see that people are fired up and ready to go ahead and learn. So before I get started, I want you guys to all know one thing. If you don't have a pen and a paper or, something to take notes on right now, I advise you get it, because it's a proven fact that you only remember 10% of the stuff that people say. So only 10%, you're not going to go ahead and get all that knowledge. So what I want you guys to do is get a pen and paper. And actually what I want to do is, for the person that takes the most notes on this call, I'll personally be giving them $50 via Cash App or Bitcoin. So afterwards, I'm going to have you send them into your individual, team chats, and I'll see who has the most notes, and you'll go ahead and just get $50 for it, taking notes when you probably already should have to begin with. So just a little bit of extra incentive, but let's go ahead and dive right in it. So we have a lot of crazy things coming up, and I'll explain some at the end of the call, but there's a lot of wild stuff that's going to be happening this summer that I'm mad excited for, and I want you guys to all be a part of. But the very first thing I want you guys to know is the biggest thing that can possibly happen in your business is if you go on a 90-day blitz. So that will pretty much be what the topic is for today, is how a 90-day blitz can change everything for it. So, I think it was last year in 2020, at the very beginning in January, I had dropped all the way down to a platinum 150 from almost hitting P2000. So from 80 people all the way down to 3 people. And that is when my business partner and I, Josh, decided to go on a 90-day run to blitz and just go all out. So it was about a month later in February, we decided just to go all in for 90 days, a 90-day blitz. And I'm going to show you the importance of it. 90 days, from 90 days, we went all the way to platinum 5,000 within those 90 days. It was 3 to, I think, 70, and then from 70 to like 240 within, all like a 90-day span. And the thing with the 90-day run is you don't understand on how important that time can be. That's a quarter of the year. 90 days, that's a quarter of the year. And it's crazy what you can accomplish with it though. But as far as a 90-day blitz, and this is what I want everybody to partake in so they can set themselves up for the rest of the summer. We're almost done with half of the year. If you want to set yourself up, run through the summer, and then the end of the year will just be, momentum that carries in for that next 90 days. And what a lot of people don't understand with this business, a lot of times it is all lagged. The work that you put in right now doesn't show right away. How many people have reached out to a bunch of people, called people, got people on calls, but then they said no. That happens to me all the time, even still to this day. But later on, they join. Whether it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Some people waited a whole year to join, but they eventually joined because it is a lag effect. You have to understand that all the work that you're doing right now, it's not instant gratification. This business right here is not instant gratification. A majority of the time, you're not getting 100% of your signups right off the bat. People need time to think or whatever they want to do with their mindset. They need time for themselves or whatever it is. They will come back later. I promise you that. So the work that you put in right now, typically this business might have a 60 to 90 day lag. If you're working your ass off for the next 90, it might not show until the 91st day or the 92nd day or the 93rd day. But the thing is, it will show. And then you'll have massive amounts of momentum afterwards. You work your ass off those 60, 90 days, then it starts showing. And then all of a sudden, like, whoa, where did all these people come from? Where did all this momentum come from? All because of the work that you put in for those 90 days. So what is exactly a 90-day blitz? Well, I'm going to break it down a little bit for you, but pretty much it is dedicating your all for the next 90 days from, June 10th until, August 10th, or maybe it's September 10th, whatever it is, for the next 90 days, putting your all in. What does a 90-day blitz look like? What does a 90-day run look like? Well, first off, you're going to want to make a list of 300 people. I don't care if you've already had a list, whatever it is, make a list of 300 people, no less. Obviously, you can go ahead and make more, 300 people, and get rid of the chicken list. Just scratch out the window. There is no more I don't think I can hit them up because I don't think they'll say yes. I don't think, I don't want to bother them. I haven't talked to them in years. No, everybody you can possibly think of in your contacts, on your social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, get rid of the chicken list. There is no more being afraid. This is not the time to be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's either you're going to make it or you're not going to make it. It's simple as that. And the only person that can choose to make it, the only person that has their destiny or your destiny in their hands is you. It's simple and plain. So get rid of the chicken list, make a list of 300 names, and you want to message them all day by day for the next 90 days, 10 a day, every single day. Obviously you can do more and you want to do more, and 300 people, no less. Doesn't matter if it's your aunt, grandma, uncle, sister, just ask, because there is no problem in asking. If people go ahead and say no, that's fine. There's going to be someone else in the world that wants to do it. How do you think that we got here? How do you think that I'm going to turn this light down a little bit, but how do you think we got in the position that we're in? It's because we just asked. There's people that said no, there's people that said maybe, and there's people that said yes. Simple and plain. But a majority of all the no's all came back and said yes in the long run. So get that list of 300 people. That's the very first thing you're going to want to go ahead and do. Message 10 people a day, minimum every single day over the next 90 days. And you're going to want to be doing 3 to 5 presentations every single day. 3 to 5 presentations. And as you get more into it and you get more people on your team, it's not going to only just be, it doesn't have to be 3 to 5 personal presentations, because as you hit these ranks, you'll have people on your team that you'll want to do these calls for, these presentations for. So that can still count in your 3 to 5, but you want to do nothing less than 3. 3 to 5 minimum every single day for the next 90 days. And another thing you guys are going to want to understand, after you present, if they don't say yes on the spot, you need to follow up. I've seen so many people go in a wrong direction or waste so many contacts because they forget to follow up with them, or they wait way too long. After you get off of a call, you always want to schedule another time just to talk, whether it's to sign up or just to talk. Make sure before they get off that call, you have a time just to talk, to answer questions. If they do want to get started, help them get started, because the follow-up is honestly the most crucial part of everything. If I can tell you one thing, and some leaders that have been around for a while even need to hear this, because there's people in our backlogs that we have prospect lists from, months or years or whatever it is, that we need to go back and hit up, because maybe they're still just watching your stories, waiting for you just to give them that extra push. So you want to be following up every single day with multiple people as well, following up with all of your prospects. And not only that, if you're not on a call, if you're not at work, if you're not following up, you want to be on the phone with your team. If you don't have a team right now, that's fine. If you only have a team of 1, that's fine. If you have a team of 2, 3, 4, it doesn't matter how large or how small, you want to be on the phone with your team every single day, talking to them. How are they doing? What are they up to? Even if it's just a chat, you want to stay in connection with your team every single day. And obviously, as you get larger within the organization, it'll be more so you're talking to your leaders and, other people as well. But when your team is not massive, you want to make sure you're talking to at least a quarter of them every single day. As it gets bigger, at least a quarter of them every single day, or I'd say half. There's a person in the business that's really good at that. AJ Sandberg talks to his leaders every single day. He's a Platinum 5000. He's established great connections and great connections with his leaders. He talks to them all the time. He's an icon at that in itself. When we first went on our 90-day run, honestly, I probably slept about 5 hours a day. I would go ahead and I'd grind. I'd wake up in the morning, trade, work out, do presentations from 12 to 10 p.m. Had a trading session somewhere in between there at like 9 or 8. And then I would eat some dinner and I'd go to sleep and wake back up around 5, 6 in the morning to go ahead and do my morning session that I would trade with. But you don't understand that you don't need sleep as bad as you think you do. You don't need 8, 9 hours of sleep. I know some people will tell you that that's what you need, but you don't need that. You need to want to grind as hard as you can. It's only for a season. 90 days is just one season. Hang on, I'm gonna open up my door. It is hot in here. Josh, you want to shut your door? All right, that's a lot better. But 90 days, that's all you need, just one season. If you can commit to this, you can go ahead and change the entire face of your organization. You know, be willing to go all in with everything that you're doing. So let me tell you something, and why I say 300 people, because some of you guys may have heard this, some of you guys may not, but we call it the rule of sevens. In this business, it's all about the number game on how many people you message every single day. Because for our business, it might be a little bit better of a number, but let's just go ahead and do it this for the 1 out of 7 rule. So for every 7, think about it like this, and you'll understand why you need to hit up more people. Out of every 7 people that you invite to see a presentation, 1 will show up. Out of every 7 that show up, 1 will sign up. Out of every 7 that sign up, 1 will stay around. And out of, because obviously not everybody's going to be a leader. 1 will stay around. They might put in a little bit of work. They might they might go ahead and message some people, whatever it is, they'll stay around. But out of every 7 people that stay around, that's your 7-figure earner, your 7-figure mentality of an earner that's going to put in the work every single day and want to take this thing to the next level. So if you're telling me all you have to do is invite that many people to go ahead and get to 1 person, you need to invite more. If you need 1 sign up, invite 7, or if you need 1 person to hop on a call, invite 7 people. If you need 1 person to sign up, make sure you go ahead and get 7 people on a call. If you want 1 person to stick around, make sure you sign up those 7 people. And if you want 1 person to be that leader. So pretty much all you have to do is just keep going. It's literally shuffling through a deck of cards. That's all it is. You're shuffling through trying to find your aces. There's 4 aces in a deck. That's all you need to do is shuffle through until you find, that next leader. So we've been in it for about 2.5 years. We kept shuffling, and, we found a Jake Bloomstrand. Boom, Platinum 5000 educator. Kept shuffling, found a Jada Hepper. Boom, Platinum 5000 fantastic leader. Kept shuffling, and we found another person and another person and another person. But over this time, it took time. We had to just keep going through that deck of cards over and over again. And over this 90-day period, over this time that you're doing it, I'm gonna give you guys some advice on what you'll want to do on a daily basis. Also, not only do you want to be, doing 3 to 5 presentations, calling your leaders, following up with people, but also you need to get involved. For the people that don't know where to start or don't know what to do, you need to get involved. And what do I mean by that? Some of your guys' group messages, if you look at them, you'll see the leaders texting, messaging, posting stuff in there every single day, all the time. Some of you guys are just spectators to the sport. Spectators don't make any money. Spectators aren't making any money. I don't care if you need to just drop a fire emoji when somebody posts something. Force yourself to get involved. You need to feel that. If you're not putting any type of 2 cents into things or, hyping anybody up or just being surrounded by the fire, you might not find that need to go ahead and go harder. I see some people, some leaders in here, honestly, all the leaders, they do such a good job of always messaging, always posting valuable content, always making sure people, have what they need. And sometimes I don't see anybody respond back. I don't see any other people sometimes even get on these calls. And I'm like, you guys are pouring your hearts to the people that aren't pouring them out to back, but that is on them. They are going to miss the wave. They're going to miss the opportunity. The easiest way to get quote unquote motivated, I don't like using that word anymore, but let's just say for this example, and I'll explain why I don't like using it. But for this, the easiest way to get motivated is just to stay close to the fire. And that is talking to your leaders every single day. Call them too. They don't, obviously we want our leaders to call people, but call them as well. They are there for your help. So over these next 90 days, make it a challenge that you are going to at least talk to your leader or leaders 4 times a week, minimum. It can be a 5-minute phone call. And then let's also make sure over these next 90 days, you at least yourself, you don't even have to be ranked. You can have nobody in your team right now. Make sure you post a message. Like I said, it can be some fire emojis. It can be a quote that you read out of a book, whatever it is. Make sure you post at least once a day in the Telegram chats or Facebook, wherever your chats are. Make sure you're posting. I promise you, you will start to feel your energy, your vibrations, the frequency around you raise on a totally different level when you get involved. I always can tell how hard I'm going by how much I'm talking to everybody. As you get more distant, you don't feel as if you need to do as much with the business. But when you're talking to your leaders every day, calling, your leaders and talking to your leaders, you get that sense of, man, I'm here. I'm here right now. This is amazing. This is what I came for. This is why I do it. You get that personal connection, and that's what you need. But like I said, if you find a quote or something, or you find a cool YouTube video that pertains to the business, or something a tip that you found out about trading, just post it. Because we all go through every single day, honestly, learning new stuff all the time, and we don't even realize it. But once you realize it, just pop it in the group. Say, hey, I found this interesting, guys. You guys should check this out. This is a new cryptocurrency that's coming up. Cool. I check this out. Whatever it is. And that is something that's going to keep you grinding for the next 90. For the next 90. That's all you have to do is for the next 90. And I promise you, it'll start becoming a routine. They say it takes 21 days to form a habit. If you're grinding like this over the next 21 days, it'll be easy to go to 60. Then it'll be easy to go to 90. Then you'll turn around, look back, and be like, wait, I just hit Platinum 5,000. What just happened? I just hit Chairman. What just happened? Now I'm here. Now I'm exactly where I wanted to be. So, and I'll address that. I see the question in the chat. I'll address that as well. What to say when people say that. Don't let me forget. But for the next 90, you just have to keep going hard. And if you're going ahead and you're messaging all these people and you're just not getting any yeses or whatever it is, understand sometimes you just have to switch up your approach. How I teach people how to invite might be a little bit different, but hopefully it's all the same. We try not to give out too much information before they get on the call. The goal is to have them still interested. You don't want to send them every single thing. I'm not on here explaining, well, Forex is the largest financial market in the world. You can do this. And if you want to sign up, it's $235 and you can get a free account. No, I don't do that. I don't explain any of that information. I just talk about day trading. Have them get on the call, then they can see everything, and then they can make their decision. A lot of times we give them too much information to where they can already make their decision before they even get on the call. And that's not something you want. So if it's not working for you, if a certain way of inviting isn't working for you, ask for help. I'm going to give my Instagram after this. You guys can always ask me for help. Anybody on this call, doesn't matter. I'm definitely willing to help with that. If say you're getting people on presentations and you're not, closing, we can run through a presentation to see what's wrong, or we can run through how you close to see what's wrong, how you launch somebody. You said your leaders aren't moving when they first get into the business. Okay, well, how do you launch them? What is your specific way of launching them? Do you want me to launch them a couple of your people and see if it changes the difference? So ask for help over the next 90 days. Like I said, get involved. Another way to get involved is to ask questions. So get involved. Make sure you're posting every single day. Make sure you're looking at the group messages. Make sure you're staying close to the fire. If you find some valuable, make sure you post it. And then also just ask questions. Ask questions. None of the leaders have a problem with answering questions. There is no dumb questions. I hate to say that because there's no dumb questions. There's no dumb questions. So just ask away, because a lot of this stuff is all new information. To a lot of people. When I first got in, I was confused as can be. I didn't know how to build. I didn't know how to trade. I didn't know anything. The only thing I could do was just chat with people. So I didn't really know. All right, I got another question there, and I'll go ahead and open it up for questions at the end, so just save those as well. But that is something that you'll want to go ahead and do, is just get involved for the next 90 days and, try, not just try, but stay consistent. All you have to do is 90 days. 90 days disappears like this. The time is going to pass with or without you. The time's going to pass regardless. So are you going to do stuff during that time? It's already June. Isn't that crazy? We were just talking about how wild 2020 was and how excited everybody was for 2021, get out of all the COVID mess and everything like that. It's already been 6 months. It's already past those 6 months. So if you guys look and think to yourselves really hard right now, what were you doing for the last 6 months? Where you are right now determines exactly what you're doing in the last 6 months. If you're not where you wanted to be, it's because you weren't working hard enough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You were working hard enough. There's nobody else to blame when it comes to this business besides you. Any problems that arise, you take care of it. Obviously, you have a team and help and support to do it with you. But if you don't ask, nobody can help you. If you don't ask, nobody can help you. You know, you can try your best. It's you versus you out here. That's literally what it is. So if you don't like where you're at right now at this current present time, just take a look. Think to yourself, was I watching too much Netflix for the last 6 months? If you don't like, you know, where you are health wise, was I eating bad? Was I not working out? And every time I'm in a health situation, I'm like, damn, you know, I don't feel as good. Well, what did I eat last week? All week, I was out to eat every single day. So that these are these things you have to understand that you cause what happens in the future. Everything you do right now. So that's why I'm telling you guys for this summer right here, 90 days, I'm going to keep emphasizing it. You need to just grind for the next 90 because then the next 90 after that, you're just going to feel it. It's going to be so easy. It's going to be such a breeze. There was so much momentum when we went on our second 90-day run to hit chairman that it boosted us like an extra 300 people because all that momentum will keep carrying it over. Now, imagine if you do 2 90-day runs in a row. I heard somebody say, I think it was Cash Cartier. He said that when he hit C25, he wasn't even worried about C25. He knew it was already done. He was working, you know, he knew C25 was already coming even before it hit. What happened is that he knew that 90-day lag was coming. And so it carried him from C25 to C50 within those next 90 days. That's the same thing that can happen for you guys. So what I want you to do is make sure and get this down. Make sure you set a goal for yourself after these next 90 days. Set a goal for yourself for the next 90 days. Where do you want to see yourself in 90 days? What is it that you desire the most out of this business and out of life? Because obviously you can make health goals too. You can make, you know, relationship goals with spouses or friendships, whatever it is. But as far as this business goes, where do you want to see yourself after the next 90 days? And then all you have to do is break it down month by month, but do realize it's going to come. You just have to grind your ass off. Say you just got started in this business. Make P5,000 your 90-day goal. And you might be listening to me like, damn, that kind of seems like a whole lot. 225 people over 90 days. No, you got to set the bar high. What I tell people is shoot for the stars. If you fail, you'll land on the moon. If you shoot for P5,000 and you don't get it within 90 days, at least you'll be a P2. At least you'll be a P2 and you'll still have momentum. And you don't have to change your goal after that. You just change the date. All right, I'll give myself another month. I'll give myself another month then. You don't change the goal. You change the date. Simple and plain. You don't change the goal. You don't change the goal. You change the date. So understand, shoot high because honestly, I like to fail big and fail forward. If I want to shoot for chairman 50 in the next 90 days. What's the worst that can happen? Chairman 25. You see what I'm saying? Still seems like a good position to me. So that's what you have to do is fail forward. And over the next 90 days, what else you'll want to do for this blitz? Make sure you are posting every single day. Utilize your social media. So not only are you messaging people, reaching out to prospects, following up, working with your team, but make sure you're posting every single day. And some people say, well, I don't really know what to post. All you have to do is just steal from the leaders. On Instagram, you can hold down the story, takes away their name, screenshot. Snapchat, same stuff, crop it out, and then post it yourself. Make sure you're cropping out the names, though, so it looks like you did it. And that's fine. We like when people do that. That's what we did. We still do to this day. If I see something that I like that Alex Morton posts, holding it down, screenshot, posting it up, people send me fire emojis. Yeah, I thought of it, for sure. It doesn't matter. This is a copy and paste business, not just with trading, but with everything. You just have to see what other people are doing and just do that if you want their success. It's the same thing with the building. If you do what we do, post what we post, you're going to have the same results. It's simple and plain. So make sure you're posting every single day. If you got to steal the entire story, that is cool with me. All right, you guys went 5-1 on a trading session. Screenshot it. Post it up on your Instagram. Just went 5. Everybody's killing it. Whatever it is, there's so many different ways you can get creative. Follow different business accounts. Millionaire Mentorship. All the chairman within the business. I promise you, you will see valuable stuff on every single one of their stories. Take a little bit from each. Hey, you'll look like a mastermind at this stuff. And then eventually you'll get the gist and you'll start being able to create your own stuff. But Even to this day, I still create my own stuff, but I still take stuff every single day. I follow a page that posts like positivity and affirmations every morning. Go straight to there every single morning. If I like what they're talking about, I'm sharing it to my story. It's simple and plain. And you don't have to only post about the business. You can post about your everyday life. I'm going to the gym, little boomerang. I'm driving around the city, looks dope, little boomerang. I'm eating I just got Chipotle today, picture right there. Spot some new shoes, video right there. A book that I'm reading right there. Whatever it is, pets, that's a good one. Pets, family members, significant others. Just mix it up and have it to where people want to watch your stories. Create that value. So for the next 90 days, make it your job to post at least 3 to 5 times every single day. 3 to 5 times every single day for the next 90, and you'll see the results. I promise you. And the one thing that's crazy about this 90-day run is if you actually do it, you will see a massive difference. I've never seen somebody that has actually called me every single day and like showed me their schedule and showed me what they're doing for 90 days straight, not have massive success. It's impossible, because if you're actually doing the little things, it's impossible to fail. It is impossible to fail if you're actually in the trenches putting in the work, because at some point in time, it's going to blow. That's all we're waiting. That's all you're waiting for, is that big break, and it happens. You just have to do it long enough and be around long enough to actually get to see it. You know, if we'd have quit when we lost a business of 80 down to 3 or 0, whatever it was, we wouldn't be right here. We would have went and got regular jobs. Nothing against regular jobs, but we wouldn't be able to live the life that we're living right now. And by God's grace, it's a blessing. But you have to understand that you can't give up. You have to push as hard as you can. And it's just 90 days. You know, if 90 days is simple enough, can I see some more ones in the chat? If 90 days is simple enough to do, if that's not that long of a time, let me see some ones in the chat. It's not that long of a time. It's just 90 days. A lot can happen in those 90 days, but it goes by super, 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 super fast. So what I wanted to talk about, one of my very last points. I have a couple more points to get to, and I want to share with you guys some new cool stuff that Team Ambition has launching. It's gonna be dope. But the last thing, and some of the leaders may have heard this before, but this is something I still even have to, I tell myself sometimes I gotta reset my mental. Over these next 90 days, sometimes you might find yourself, all right, I don't feel motivated to necessarily do what's going on. I don't really know if I want to message 10 people today, or I'm getting discouraged. Whatever it is, there's a difference. Don't try to get yourself just motivated. Don't try to get yourself just motivated. I mean, you can watch motivational videos, listen to speakers, but don't try to get yourself motivated. You have to get yourself dedicated. You have to be dedicated to this, to your dream, to what you want to accomplish, your why. Why are you doing this? Your desires. You have to get dedicated, because motivation is just a feeling. How many times do people get motivated to go to the gym on January 1st? And on January 7th, they're right back at the house, feet up, watching Netflix, whatever it is. It happens all the time, because motivation is a feeling that just passes. But if you get dedicated, you're on autopilot. You're going to do this stuff regardless. You know what you have to do. You're going to do it. Some days you might not feel like doing it, but you're just going to do it because you are dedicated to your dream. I'm dedicated to my why. My why is my mother. My mother's taken care of me my whole entire life, single mother, and she's done everything for me. So my goal, my job for me is to give that all back. I want to retire her within the next 2 years, and she can live the rest of her days out, feet in the sand, chilling somewhere else. Just relaxing, because she put her time in with me for, 20, 21, 22 years. So now I'm trying to give that back. So become dedicated. And going back to the 90 days, one other thing that you'll want to do, some people, you guys might not be ready to receive all the blessings that you want right now. And it's because you need to do some more personal development. If every single day for the next 90 days, add personal development into your routine. So for me, what does that look like? I have a gratitude journal now. Every single day, I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for in my life. Whatever it is, it can be it can be, the sun just shining. It can be grateful for just waking up. Grateful for my business partner, grateful for my mom, my family, my friends, for the view that I have in my room. Just be grateful, because you want to get into that high level of positivity. It makes it so much easier to go about your day when you start it off right instead of hopping on social media. And that's the first thing that you're doing. You know, be grateful. So that's what my personal development looks like. And then reading. I'm running through Think and Grow Rich again. If you guys haven't started reading, and I understand that not everybody is a reader, but for me, reading, it's cool. I like it, but I can't do a whole bunch of it. So I just tell myself 10 pages a day. 10 pages a day is exactly what I do every single day. 10 pages a day. And that is what you need to do. Something that is going to get your mind stimulated, get you on that frequency, that vibration. You know, personal development can also be YouTube videos. Study Bob Proctor. That is a guy who talks about the law of attraction. So many different things. Alex Morton. If you don't like reading books, get Audible. Audible is it reads the book to you or whatever. It's the ebook. And you get one free book when you first start. You can just go ahead and do that right now for your next 90 days and go ahead and go get Alex Morton's, the vice president of our company, Dorm Room to Millionaire. That's something that I'm listening to as well, because I also do personal development outside of just the book. But go ahead and download Audible when you get off this call and go ahead and get a book that you want to listen to. Grant Cardone, The 10X Rule, Eric Worre, Matt Morris, Eric Worre, Matt Morris. Those are all good things on YouTube to watch. You can study, and not only just for network marketing, but personal development for your mind, but then also network marketing as well. Matt Morris is somebody that's crazy good at it. So understand, for the next 90 days, these are the things you want to do. I'm just going to run through them real quick and just a little refresher so you guys have them down. But for the next 90 days, make that list of 300 people. Make sure you're messaging at least 10 every single day. And if your list runs out, add more. So add more people on Facebook, add more people on Instagram, add more people on Snapchat. Quick add is a great way to add people on Snapchat. Just quick add everybody you see. Boom, 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 boom. Then you'll have, Devin Sproul told me yesterday he has 5,000 friends on Snapchat. Quick add, quick add, quick add. That's all new people, 100%. So make sure you have that list of 300 people. Message 10 people minimum every single day. Make sure you're doing 3 to 5 presentations every single day. Every single day you're in contact with your leaders. Every single day you are following up. And if at the beginning you can't get 3 to 5 right away, start messaging more people. But then also make sure that you're going ahead and staying connected with your leaders. So you're staying connected with your leaders, talking with them, your leaders that you have in your team, and the leaders that you have that mentor you as well. And I can be one of those. If you guys want my help, of course, always reach out. So make sure you're doing that. And then also getting involved. Like I said, stay in the group messages for the next 90 days, at least post once a day. Even if you have one person on your team or 100 or 200, whatever it is, post at least once every single day. So you're getting involved. Ask questions. I challenge you for the next 90 days. Ask questions for the next 90 days on things you don't understand or you're skeptical on, you need clarification, whatever it is, ask those questions. And for the next 90 days, get dedicated. Dedicate so you know you do not miss a day every single day. And a great way to make sure you don't miss a beat is I have a whiteboard and I have next to it my daily to-dos. And when I'm done with them throughout the day, I check them off. And boy, after I check them off, and when I lay down at the end of the day or I'm sitting at my desk and I look over and I see something's not done, I mean, I better get my ass up and do it. My 5 daily things I have to do are always have to work out every single day, some type of physical activity. Always have to trade, except for on the weekends. Always have to read, always have to do my personal development, always have to do my gratitude journal. Those are the things that I know are going to get my mindset right. And then I always have to at least talk to 1 or 2 or 3. I have to at least talk to some of the leaders during that day. So that's a great way you can make a checklist. I definitely recommend getting a whiteboard, writing your goals, your daily to-dos, your weekly to-dos, your outside of work things that you need to accomplish, becoming organized. And then the last thing is make sure you're posting 3 to 5 times every single day on social media. Every single day, no matter what. Do not miss a beat. Obviously, you can post more. That's a good thing to do, is to space them out so people see your stories more consistent. And while you're at it, a good way, I just thought about it, a good way to actually, get more interaction with people on social media, just swipe up on their stuff and put fire emojis. If you don't want to come in hot right away with a message, if you feel like you don't want to, then swipe up on one of their stories first, unless they don't post and just come in hot. But you can swipe up on one of their stories, fire emojis, 100, whatever it is, or this is dope, this is cool, or I feel the same, whatever it is. And then the next one you come in hot. So that's what you'll want to do over those next 90 days, So I don't know about you guys. I just even fired my own self up. I'm excited for this next 90 days. The summer is going to be effing crazy. It's going to be wild. I almost cursed right there. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. So if you guys are excited, you are going to take the challenge and do this next 90 days, how you're supposed to do it and kill it. Can I see 90s in the chat? 90s in the chat, man. Let me see some 90s. Let's go for the next 90. And we're going to turn Team Ambition into what it is meant to be. And that is everything firing on all 6 cylinders, momentum. And it's going to be wild. So what I do want to do really quick, before I go ahead, I just want to do really quick a couple questions. If you do have a couple questions, go ahead and ask them in the chat. I'm going to be taking a couple because I do want to share with you some new things that we have going, like I was saying, for Team Ambition. So if you do have questions now, ask them. And in the meantime, I'm going to explain to you, what we got going on. But right now, there's 2 things I want to speak with you guys about. What's the first thing you say to somebody when you add someone new on chat on Snap? If they post, you can just swipe up. You can just go ahead and swipe up. You can just say, this is dope, whatever it is, just swipe up, create, some type of whatever. And then you can ask, then you can just shoot the pitch. Honestly, just shoot the pitch. Like I did, you'll have, every leader will have the group text message in there. How do we rewatch the meeting you're recording right now? It'll be posted on YouTube. We'll post it in the chats. And then can you answer the scam question? This is a good one. People always, there'll be people that ask you, well, this seems like a scam or a pyramid scheme, whatever it is. Well, one, you have to inform people on what a pyramid scheme is. A pyramid scheme is, putting money into something and expecting to get money out. There's no product or service. That's where you put money. It's like, if you guys remember, like 6 months ago or a year ago, the circle game, the Cash App circle, put money in here and get people to put money here, and then you get paid out this amount. No, we have a product or service. We have a product or not a physical, but a product or service that you can use, and it's educational. And all I tell people when the scam thing is, I tell them, you don't have to recruit. If you think it's a pyramid scheme, you don't have to recruit. You can just pay. Those are just incentives. It's multi-level marketing. That's different than a pyramid scheme. Multi-level marketing is just a way of marketing. Just like people put stuff out there on YouTube or ads on YouTube and Facebook, whatever it is, this is just their way of marketing. So that's a good question, but I'm going to leave it at that for questions. And what I wanted to show you guys is it's crazy. It's wild. It's insane. It's finally the time we've all been waiting for. People that are, haven't been in the business for very long or longer than a year, probably have never been to one. But IM is officially dropping in 10 minutes. I'm going to send out the link for the call. The company-wide live event, 13,000 people capacity in Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. It's going to be freaking insane. I am so excited. You guys don't understand. When we first got into this business, we were about 2 months in, and we weren't going to go to it. There was one in Vegas. We weren't going to go to it. And then our upline, Kessler, great man, C10 over there, great guy, taught us, a lot of what we know. But he convinced us, go to the event. He said, I promise it'll change your life. And that's why I'm here right now to tell you guys, I promise you it will change everything. Seeing that many people with the same goal in mind, trying to be successful, the energy, the different C500, 750s, 100s, 25s, all the different speakers. And there's also going to be a celebrity speaker, a couple of celebrity speakers there as well that they'll announce tonight. But being there with that type of energy in the room is absolutely insane. I promise you it'll change everything. It's in 60 days. So you'll hear about it more on the call, but I want you guys, when they drop it, get your tickets ASAP. Get them ASAP. Make the commitment. If you're really serious about this next 90-day run, you'll make the commitment to buy those tickets as soon as they drop. So you're committed in 60 days. You'll force yourself. So that means for the next 60 days, and when you get there, it'll give you that extra boost, that extra knowledge, that extra everything to go ahead and go those next 30 and then change that next 30 and say, okay, now we're going to go for another 90. So I'm telling you guys, buy them. We're going to be there. Anybody that hits chairman, we have a few spots left. There's going to be a super VIP area. If you hit chairman over the next X amount of time, you'll have a spot at the table, and then there's also be some stuff for P5s and things like that. I think is what we're still working out, all the kinks and whatnot. But they drop tonight at 9. So I'm going to send the link in all the chats. It's probably already in there. It's on the company's Zoom call. So make sure you are on that tonight at 9, but it's going to be insane. I promise you, it'll change. You'll never look at the business the same. It'll literally give you momentum for the next 6 months. It's absolutely insane. And also it's a lot of fun. They're doing a whole lot of stuff for us. They're also doing P2000 and above recognition. As far as like they're doing like some type of celebration for them. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of information, a whole lot of people that are all right there. Good way to network, meet other people across the country, across the world, whatever it is. So make sure you get on that call at 9. And the last thing I wanted to drop. So for Team Ambition, we are officially, all of us, we are officially launching a brand new schedule. You're going to have different trading sessions in there, different team traders, all these sessions that you might have looked at from different cross lines or sidelines or up lines or down lines that aren't going on, that you may not have had access to or didn't think you had access to. You're going to have access to everything Team Ambition's done. Us and all the chairmans and P5s and some of the P2s, we've all partnered up from all across all of Team Ambition, and you're going to have access to so much stuff. You're going to have access to a brand new elite group for people that have the elite package. You're going to have access to bonus calls, all types of things. It's going to be wild. I promise you. I think it's a game changer. There's going to be there's going to be Monday mindset type of stuff, social media trainings. This is going to all be weekly. Obviously, the weekly leadership calls on Thursdays, we're going to keep running this every single Thursday. There's just going to be so many more things at it, but as a unit. So you can hear from not only just me, you can hear from not only just Kessler or Tyler or Jake or Taylor Marks or Dylan Barry, whoever it is. You're going to have access to every single leader within Team Ambition, so you can get all the best parts of everybody and make it your own. It's officially Team Ambition all in together. This is what we are here for. We're going to boost each other. We're going to take each other to that next level because we have a lot of great leadership within Team Ambition, and it is a beauty to see. It is a beauty to see, and it's going to be so amazing just working even closer with everybody dialed in for this next 90. So we're getting all the kinks out, but Sunday is when we plan to drop the new schedule. So we have it for the week. Stay tuned on that. We may or may not do another call for it, but you'll see in the chats and whatnot. But it's going to be something absolutely insane. So just know there's a lot of value on all levels of the platform that are coming to everybody. So just stay tuned. But for everybody that got in this call, thank you. If you do want to reach out to me, if you need, I got one more thing before I forget. If you really want to build your business and you are serious about building your business, I promise you, if you haven't done it yet, it's on Apple Music and Spotify. Make sure you go ahead and listen to this. It's free. Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. Eric Worre's 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. This is what, before we went on our 90-day run, we listened to this, and it changed everything. It has the tips and tricks and secrets, finding prospects, inviting them, presenting, following up, promoting for events, how to get people to build, et cetera, et cetera. You need to listen to this. And if you can over the next 48 hours, shoot me a message if you do in the next 48 hours. Let me know and we can chat about it. And then, so Eric Worre's GoPro 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. And for those of you guys that do not follow me on Instagram and you want to reach out to me, if you ever need me help, ask any questions, feel free to shoot me a follow. You can ask me whatever, if you need anything. And also beware of fake accounts. I will never ask you for money. Any of the leaders, same thing. They'll never ask you for money, but feel free to follow me, reach out. Let me know if you got some value from this call. I know people still had more questions, feel free to reach out and I'll send you some voice messages and stuff like that. It's just J Patnode, just my name, all in one. So all I know is I appreciate you guys for hopping on. If you guys got some value, I am grateful. I love doing these type of things. I want everybody to succeed, and I'm excited to see who, because not everybody's going to do it, but for the next 90 days, I'm excited to see who's going to take this thing to the next level. And then we can go ahead and talk about it afterwards and say, damn, those 90 days really changed everything, didn't they? Absolutely. I promise you won't regret it. So take the challenge, go all in. You know what? For the people that are still in this call, I want you guys to post in your stories and tag me in them. #90day blitz. hashtag 90-day blitz. I want you, if you're serious, if you're going to accept the challenge, type in 90-day blitz right now on Instagram, on Snapchat, whatever it is, tag me in it and say that you are ready. So just 90-day blitz if you really are serious about it. So I'm excited. I'm fired up. I'm excited to run with you. I'm excited for the schedule. I'm excited for this live event. So in 3 minutes, the call is going to happen. Hop on so you can hear more about all the stuff that's going on at the live event in Dallas. They'll be posted. If you want me to, I can actually just post it right now to make sure everybody that's here right now has it, but it will be posted in all of the groups. Man, don't miss this either. This is going to be huge. We haven't got to do one of these for like a year and a half. It's insane, but it's SummerSlam in August. It is going to be lit. I just posted it in there. SummerSlam in August. So let's run it up, team. I'll see you at the top because the bottom is way too damn crowded. So peace, you guys. Love you all.